Is Israel a mixed multitude? Exodus 12:38. Then the children of Israel journeyed from Ramesses to Succoth, about 600,000 men on foot besides children. A mixed multitude went up with them also. Despite how obvious the text is, some people maintain that Israel never mixed with the neighboring countries and that significant individuals like Ruth were actually Israelites, who had previously been left in the land after Israel had vanquished those nations. Though it's possible that Ruth was an Israelite, the Bible provides numerous examples that show Israel was not made up entirely of native-born Israelites, and that Yahusha's lineage was not limited to them. Non-Israelite mothers. As stated previously, there is a possibility Ruth could have been descended from Israelites left in the land of Moab, though the text states that she was a Moabite. But it is impossible for someone like Rahab to have any ancestry from Israel because she was not in contact with the Israelites until after they spied out the land. Let's go over a few individuals that had mothers who originated from another nation. Ephraim and Manasseh, Genesis 41:45. And Pharaoh called Joseph's name Zaphnath-Paaneah, and he gave him as a wife Asenath, the daughter of Potiphera, priest of On. And to Joseph were born 2 sons before the years of famine came, whom Asenath, the daughter of Potiphera, priest of On, bore to him. Joseph called the name of the firstborn Manasseh, for Yah has made me forget all my toil and all my father's house. And the name of the second he called Ephraim, for Yah has caused me to be fruitful in the land of my affliction. Ephraim and Manasseh's mother was Egyptian, as can be seen. Rehoboam, king of Judah's mother, was an Ammonite. And Rehoboam, the son of Solomon, reigned in Judah. Rehoboam was 41 years old when he became king. He reigned 17 years in Jerusalem, the city which Yahuah had chosen out of all the tribes of Israel to put his name there. His mother's name was Naamah, an Ammonitess. Here in Judges 3:5, we see the tribes marrying into other nations. Thus the children of Israel dwelt among the Canaanites, the Hittites, the Amorites, the Perizzites, the Hivites, and the Jebusites. And they took their daughters to be their wives, and gave their daughters to their sons, and they served their gods. Now we know that when the lineage is traced in the Bible, it is always through the father's line. Here are examples of men from other nations that have forsaken their country of origin and integrated into the tribes of Israel. Non-Israelite fathers. Amasa's father was an Ishmaelite, 1 Chronicles 2:17. Abigail bore Amasa, and the father of Amasa was Jether the Ishmaelite. Even though Amasa's father was an Ishmaelite, they still recognized him as a rightful member of Israel, as evidenced by King David's references to Amasa as bone of his bone and flesh of his flesh in the following texts. 2 Samuel 19:11. So King David sent to Zadok and Abiathar, the priests, saying, "Speak to the elders of Judah, saying, Why are you the last to bring the king back to his house, since the words of all Israel have come to the king, to his very house? You are my brethren, you are my bone and my flesh. Why then are you the last to bring back the king?" And say to Amasa, "Are you not my bone and my flesh? Yah, do so to me, and more also, if you are not commander of the army before me continually in place of Joab." Then Joab said to Amasa, "Are you in health, my brother?" In the final verse, Jether is referred to as an Israelite rather than an Ishmaelite, marking a complete conversion to the tribe of Israel. 2 Samuel 17:25, and Absalom made Amasa captain of the army instead of Joab. This Amasa was the son of a man whose name was Jithra, an Israelite, who had gone into Abigail, the daughter of Nahash, sister of Zeruiah, Joab's mother. Attai, or also known as Alai's father, was an Egyptian. Here we witness Ahlai's incorporation into Judah's descendants. 1 Chronicles 2:31. The son of Apim was Ishi, the son of Ishi was Sheshan, and Sheshan's son was Ahlai. Now Sheshan had no sons, only daughters. And Sheshan had an Egyptian servant whose name was Jarha. Sheshan gave his daughter to Jarha, his servant, as wife, and she bore him Attai. Truly, it is the heart of the individual that allows them to be accepted into the congregation of Israel. Israel is a diverse nation and always will be. You will always find acceptance if you seek to do Yah's will. Acts 10:34. Then Peter began to speak. I now realize how true it is that Yahuah does not show favoritism, but accepts from every nation the one who fears him and does what is right. Shalom.